Guys, hold on. I'm getting the thing ready because I think Fox 21, right, is the one going to be streaming it. So hold on one second, guys. Let me share my screen so I have it all ready. Fox, and I'll talk to you while we're waiting. If anybody's even in here. I'm assuming there's people in here, but maybe not. Oh, I'm silly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that up like that, and I'll talk to you over here. So what's up, everybody? Sorry, I just wanted to hurry up and go live, even though I wasn't quite ready, just so I didn't miss it. But just give me 1 minute. I know people love when I'm not prepared. I have this comment that sticks out from the last live, like, I had to unsubscribe. You're never prepared. I'm like, what do you think a live stream is? Like, I mean, live streams are live streams. Things happen. But I'm not going to lie and say that it doesn't bother me and those things don't stick in my head because they do. But I got to let it go over my head. So, okay, hold on 1 second. I have the what's supposed to be the press release. Thanks to K-Clo, my girl. So don't worry, it's not on yet, at least on this channel, and then I'll talk to you guys. So as soon as it comes on, I will share. How about this though? Hold on 1 second, actually. Let me add this and then do that. Okay. How about Barry, you guys, finally? Let me move my microphone. Barry, finally. We'll talk about it after. I don't want to get too far into it and like start reading things because then if the press release comes on, I don't want to miss it, but we'll talk about it after, definitely, because I don't know how long the press release will be. Keiko found the actual documents, but see, Keiko, is there any way you could just share, because it's so blurry for some reason. I'm afraid if I use these and share them, nobody, like, I don't think anybody is going to be able to read them. I haven't had time to look myself because I had to take my daily walk. I didn't want to miss that. And then, it all happened so quick. I was up late and got up late and I got all these messages. I didn't want to miss my walk. And so I haven't had time to really dig into it. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, why is there no sound?
Investigation. Sheriff Speasy asked that I come down today and help facilitate today's update. So I'm going to go through the speakers list and then provide an overview of what's going to happen. And then in a few minutes, our speakers will come out and provide that update. So our speakers today will be Chaffee County Sheriff John Speasy. That spelling is John, S, P as in Paul, E, Z-Z-E. Also speaking will be 11th Judicial District Attorney Linda Stanley. Linda's name is spelled Lindastanley. So what's going to happen today is first we're going to silence our cell phones. Thank you. I know. The sheriff will come out. He will make remarks about today's development in the case. The DA will then provide comments, and then both of them will use this opportunity to field questions. We've got a lot of people here, and I know there are many questions. I'd ask that you not shout those questions out. If you could just be respectful, raise your hands, and we'll get called on as many people as we can. Then once the presser is done, the sheriff will send out a news release recapping everything that was updated today. Okay? So I'm going to go in, round everybody up, and then we'll be right back out. Thank you.
All right, guys, this is crazy. We've been waiting. And do you guys know Mother's Day is this Sunday too? So it's like almost a year, like almost on the anniversary. They made this arrest. Oh, it's overdue. And I'm glad they've probably been working on it like crazy the last year, to have enough to charge him finally. Bella, what's up? Chelsea. Oh, let me put this up here for a minute. All right. It's in my way. Move this over here. Okay, let me see what you got in chat now. This coffee is. There we go. Hey Capri. I am Prize. I'm planning on doing actually another one after this on the Ellen. I wanted to read the investigation report, so in a little bit after this, I'll probably do another one. Hi Jojo. Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. Yay. Hey Kiki Rose. Hey. Yeah. Aw. What about law enforcement though? You don't think they were? I don't know. I feel like that. I do feel like they've been working on it. This whole time they just wanted to make sure they had a real strong case to make the charge. But yeah, YouTube's awesome too. Was it no sound on other channels? Okay. Oh really, Janice? You guys could hear on this one, right? I just, for the first second, it was on. You know how you have to I don't know why it comes on with no sound and you have to actually turn the sound on. It should just come on with sound. But yeah, he's done. I am the prize. We're gonna go over the charges and stuff after. Well, they probably are actually. Never mind. I'm sure that's what they're gonna do here. Mrs. Kurt Cobain, what's up? Okay, yeah, maybe that could be true. Kiki Rose. I would hope they would have been looking into him anyway, though, because there was so much suspicious stuff going on. It was just, if it was so obvious to us, it should be so obvious to them. But you're probably right. I mean, maybe it gave them a little bit of a push and a motivation to keep on it. But I don't know. I have a feeling with this one, they probably would have kept on it anyway. But either way, I mean, hey, we got the end result, whatever that was that got them there. I'm sure they wanted to make sure they had enough evidence to charge him, I'm sure right off the bat, they probably had suspicion and stuff, but they wanted to make sure they had everything. Okay. It looks like somebody's coming out now. But yeah, I guess I would like to think that YouTube has that much. Maybe we do have that much power and stuff like that these days. You might be right. All right. I'm going to shut up.
Can everybody hear me okay? Up? Okay, I'll yell. All right, I'm Chaffey County Sheriff John Speasy. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to read you a prepared statement, and then we'll introduce our district attorney and take questions after. Good afternoon. I wanted to thank you for traveling to Chaffey County on such short notice for today's briefing. Before we begin, I just wanted to speak briefly about Suzanne. I have to admit, I did not know Suzanne personally before the beginning of the investigation, but now I feel I've gotten to know Suzanne quite well. I have learned that Suzanne loved her two daughters, Mallory and Macy, deeply, and there was nothing she wouldn't do for them. I've also learned that Suzanne had a passion for life and lived it to its fullest. I've also learned that Suzanne was very easy to like and was cherished by her closest friends. I believe people like Suzanne are a rare find, and those who knew her were indeed very lucky. Today marks a major milestone in this investigation of Suzanne Morphew's disappearance. We're announcing that at 09:15 hours this morning, the Chaffey County Sheriff's Office arrested Suzanne Morphew's husband, Barry Morphew. He was taken into custody near his home in Poncha Springs. He was alone at the time of his arrest, and he was arrested without incident. Today marks the culmination of thousands of hours in this comprehensive investigative effort to locate the mother of two who went missing May 10th of 2020. More than 70 investigators from the Chaffey County Sheriff's Office, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and dozens of other local law enforcement agencies have provided their expertise on this case. We've executed more than 135 search warrants across Colorado. We've interviewed more than 400 individuals in multiple states. Our team has also investigated more than 1,400 tips generated from within and outside of law enforcement. In early April, the extensive work completed by our investigative team was presented to the 11th Judicial District Attorney's Office. In that multiple-hour presentation, we outlined all of the information and evidence we have taken in over the past 12 months. Following that meeting, the District Attorney's Office reviewed our case and information and solidified their decision to move forward on this case. Today is not the day for celebration, nor does it mark the end of this investigation. Rather, it's the next step in this very difficult yet very important journey as we seek justice for Suzanne and her family. I know how deeply this case has impacted our community over the past 12 months. Through multiple conversations I've had with our citizens across the county, one message was clear from everyone, and that's that they wanted answers and they wanted justice for Suzanne. Although I'm not able to offer specific details, I want to assure the community that every action our investigators took in the past year led to today's arrest. This arrest would not be possible without the assistance of our supporting law enforcement agencies, which include the Colorado Bureau of Investigation, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and of course the 11th Judicial District Attorney, Linda Stanley, and members of her office. Before District Attorney Linda Stanley speaks, I want to extend my deep appreciation to our community for their support they've shown us for over the past year. While this has been a trying time for our citizens, I've seen our community rally around one another and our investigative team. I'd now like to introduce District Attorney Linda Stanley.
My name is Linda Stanley. I'm the District Attorney for the 11th Judicial District, which includes Fremont County, Custer, and Chaffee counties total. I wanted to say that thanks for being here for everybody, and there's a couple of things I'd like to address about this case. First, the investigation is still ongoing. Suzanne, her body has not been found, and we're still looking into that. The investigation is ongoing. Second, Barry Morphew is presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's important to remember. Third, the arrest affidavit is sealed at this time. I cannot and will not discuss it. Fourth, all media inquiries from this date forward should go through my office. However, I'm sure you all are aware and know that we cannot talk about any open or active investigation, and that is per the rules of professional conduct that we will abide by. Lastly, I wanted to say that today is a good day. It's a good day for all of the men and women in law enforcement that have tirelessly worked toward getting here. They worked day in and day out, sacrificing more than any of you will ever know. They even continued working and continued their sacrifices as they were being raked over the coals and second guessed as to their skills and abilities. I'm standing here in front of you on this good day because they never quit. Sheriff Speasy and his deputies at the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office, Alex Walker, investigator for the 11th Judicial District, those two individuals in Sheriff Speasy's office in particular are consummate professionals and, quite frankly, some of the best I've ever worked with in my entire professional career. They followed every lead, every tip, and every unanswered question, no matter what direction it led them in. They never compromised the integrity of the investigation. On several occasions over the last few months after I was sworn in on January 12th of this year, I met with these professionals and went through hours and hours of their meticulous investigation. Their investigation was presented to our office just a few weeks ago. For me, today is a good day, but for my office, this is where the work begins. There's more work to be done. However, this is an important and incredibly crucial step. And today is a good day for Suzanne. As far as I'm concerned, today is all about Suzanne. And it's about her family. And it's about all the individuals that knew her and loved her and cared about her. That's what this day is about. And it's a good day. Thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and take some questions now.
Can you tell us?
Right down the way.
Thank you. Actually, the district attorney, if you don't mind, you're not releasing the affidavit. You don't have a body. How can you prove to the members of the public that you have a strong case?
For those that didn't hear the question, he said, we're not releasing the affidavit and we don't have a body, so how can I convince the public that we have a strong case? That's my job. I'm the one that considers how strong my case is before I bring charges, and I wouldn't bring charges unless I was confident.
Suzanne has been missing for nearly a year now. What made you take this step today as opposed to any time in the past year?
Who's that directed to?
Either one.
Would you repeat the question, please? Kinda.
Yeah. If I can have you stand in front of the microphone just to make sure
Yeah.
we pick it up. Suzanne has been missing for nearly a year. What made you take this step today as opposed to any time in the past year?
It's been a culmination of our investigation over the past year. Honestly, it kind of oversimplifies. Today is just any other day. It's been our investigation over the past year that got us where we are today, and based on other information we gathered, we acted on it. I mean, today became the day, but it's been a culmination of everything we've gained over the past year. And I know for everybody here, you say, well, that's hard to understand that because we haven't said so much about the investigation. That's what's so important about this investigation that got us here today, is the amount of everything that's gone into this and what's brought us here, and the ability to remain silent and do the very best we can to put the best case forward. All of that led us to where we are today.
This can also be for the sheriff. You made this arrest today, and you've been searching for Suzanne Morphew for a year. Is there any indication today that she is not alive anymore as you're searching takes?
And repeat the question if you could.
The question is if we'd been searching for her and we hadn't found her, and if there's any indication that she wasn't alive today. Is that correct? Well, we believe that she's not alive. We've filed first-degree murder charges, or we're in the process of filing first-degree murder charges. So our belief is Suzanne is not alive at this time.
Sheriff Stevie, talk about how when you pressed charges today, when in your investigation did you know that she was no longer alive, and when did you change to, it was no longer a missing persons case that you were dealing with, it was now a homicide?
You know, that's actually a really good question. I'm sorry. It's a good question in that it's not, the light bulb moment doesn't happen overnight. It's when you begin an investigation, you start collecting information, you gain more information, and as you go along, you continually assess what you're doing, and as time goes by, you start eliminating certain things and start bringing in other things, and as you progress, you go from one point to another, and you make realizations, and so your investigation is always, it never ends till it's over, if that makes sense, and you're constantly learning things, and so you go from what you believe here to what we present now, and so it's a process, and it's been a long process, been a very tedious process.
Was there a date or a time?
Black trench coat? Yeah, Jen Munder, Philly Boys. I know that District Attorney Stanley said the warrant is overall sealed. But could we let the person know what he's been charged with? You said first-degree murder, anything else?
Jen, you're Jen, right?
Yeah.
That was in the early press release we put out. Did it not have the charge?
I don't think it came out in the original.
Okay.
Could you read all the charges?
I don't have them with me. Do you have them? Where's Alex? Yeah.
The question was asking what the charges were. It was first-degree homicide. It was tampering with evidence and attempting to influence a public servant.
Go ahead, Richard.
Sure. Is Mr. Morphew being held here at the facility now?
The question is if Mr. Morphew is in our detention facility. Barry Morphew is in the Chaffey County Detention Facility.
And then what are the next steps? When will he make a first appearance, etc.? Or do we not know yet?
The question was, what is the next step and when is his first appearance? Tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning will be his advisement, where any arguments on his bond will be heard.
7 years.
Can you give an update for the sheriff? Can you give an update on the search for Suzanne Morphew? We've been covering that a bit. Has that changed at all? Is there any new locations that you're looking, any new evidence that you're going on?
You know, honestly, it changes every day. If we receive information, we've as I stated before, we've investigated 1,400 tips. We're always reacting to new information. There's always things we're looking at. We never rule out anything, so it's ongoing.
Is there anything new that you can share with us in terms of where you're looking?
there's nothing I can share at this time because it's still an open and ongoing investigation, so we're not able to share any of that information.
Do you expect to make any other arrests in connection with this case?
Do we expect to make any more arrests in this case? No, we don't expect that at this time, no.
Is there an alleged cause of death?
An alleged cause of death.
The question is there an alleged cause of death? So at this time, without the body, we wouldn't be able to say that publicly. We do have information that led us to this point today and how we think a certain scenario had occurred. But as we investigate further, that may change. So at this time, I can't comment.
All right, we're going to take 2 more questions. Let's get to, go ahead.
This is for either the sheriff or the district attorney. Has Morphew have you been able to interview him since he was arrested, and has he been cooperating with the investigation? And have you asked where the body is?
The question was if the suspect, Mr. Morphew, had answered any of our questions or told us where Suzanne Morphew's body is. And after Mr. Morphew was arrested this morning, he was taken into custody, and when asked questions, he said he wanted a lawyer, so all questioning ended.
Has Mr. Morphew retained counsel at this point?
Yes, he has retained counsel.
I think we're going to go ahead and.
We haven't heard from him in a year. We have a couple more questions. He's done one press conference the whole time.
And I get that.
It's been a year.
Yeah, and we've got a news release that's coming out, and there's going to be more. So thank you so much. News release will be coming out in just a few minutes. We appreciate your patience and your time for traveling here today. Thank you so much.
Did you already put a mugshot out?
That'll come out with that.
Okay.
Linda.
Nice. We'll have to, maybe we'll still be on when the news release comes out. We can see his mugshot. Yeah. Okay. So let me take this off the screen, and I'll try to keep looking to see. I don't know how long. Like, how long do you think it would take to get the news release? It could be like an hour or two. I don't know, but I'm gonna do plan on talking about it for a little bit here. So maybe we'll keep an eye on it. So let me exit out of this real quick so I can see you guys from the front. All right. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so let me share those the arrest. Wait, where is it? Hold on. The K-Clo found for me. Thank you, K-Clo. You're a lifesaver, because I was rushing so bad. Like, I barely even got ready in time. Oh, I just in time to run down and get my coffee. I came up, whoosh, perfect time. I was so nervous I was gonna miss it. I'm like, no. Okay, so let me get these up so we could share these their arrest charges. How's everybody doing though? It's a good day. We got Cinco de Mayo, and we got finally almost a year later. We got what a lot of us have been thinking and hoping, if he indeed did do it. Oh my God, look at my hair. You can tell it's like a rainy day. Look, my hair's just all like frizzy. Oh, I look bad. Wow. Anyway, don't judge me, guys. I only had like really little time to get ready. It's been raining the last couple days. I could anyway, so yeah, my voice is better. It's so you could tell. See, I knew everybody's like, we can't tell, but like I could feel like that it sounded a little bit different the other night. Okay, so let me bring up those pages real quick so we could look at the charges, and then we could chat a little bit. Actually, let me put those over there. Hopefully they won't be too blurry. Let's see. I mean, I could read them as long as I guess I could read them, and if worse comes to worse, let's see. Yeah, that'll be all right. Okay. I mean, it's just the charges, but hey, it's more than what they really told us, because they kind of said it real quick, but not really. Really, it looks like I didn't even
brush my hair or anything, but I really did. It's just this rain. Usually I don't care. It's just sometimes when you see yourself like staring back at you, you can't even help but like, whoa, what's wrong with my hair? Jill, you should come up. This is your baby. This is your case. I wanted to text you. I was rushing around. I was planning on texting you. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Half Rudder, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? All right, so let me share my screen. Oh, I already have it shared. So all I have to do is do this. Okay. And we'll read these charges, and then we'll maybe read some of the like articles from the local news. Okay. So let's try to zoom in as much as we can. Hopefully, yeah, it's not too blurry. So here is the charges. So we have, who's his attorney? Does it say? No, it doesn't yet. So we have charges. Wait. That's, oh, never mind. I was like, what? Okay, so charges murder 1 after deliberations. Wait. Yeah, murder 1. Says after deliberation, status arrest only charge. It's a class F1. And then we have charges tampering with physical evidence. And then charges public servant attempt to influence. Me and Bella were talking about this earlier. Like, what does that mean? I know some of these charges are they can mean a lot of different things, but I mean, to us, it means, what, did he pay somebody off to try to cover it up? I mean, so we have charges murder 1, tampering with physical evidence, and then public servant attempt to influence. Okay. So, and then there's one more form. I don't know what this next one does. Let's see. Oh, that's my thumbnail I made really quick. Okay. So this one. Okay. Warrant upon affidavit suppressed for public access. Suppressed from public access. Okay. Unsealed, unsuppressed. Let's see, affidavit for arrest. I can't wait till they unseal that. So bond status date, set amount 0 so far. That means there's probably no bond, but I don't know. Maybe his lawyer is going to want to have a hearing to try to get one. You know how Lori fought for that like crazy. But as far as right now, there's nothing scheduled, but I'm sure there'll be something scheduled for his first like court hearing. Hopefully they'll televise it, like they'll have a video so we could watch it. I don't know. Some judges are weird. I don't want to say weird, but some judges don't allow that kind of thing, and some do. So I guess it just depends. I feel like they probably will on this one because it's been so covered in the media and it's been like a huge case that people have been following. So I would guess that they probably will let us see when he has his court hearings, hopefully. So those are the rest. So there's 3 charges basically. The one that's I think is the most surprising is like the influence one. Like, who is he trying to? Here, I'll put that up again. Who is he trying to pay off or whatever? Oh wait, this way. There we go. That's crazy. Like, wonder who it was. Charges public servant attempt to influence. I mean, you think somebody has known about it for a while and they just kind of. And then physical evidence destroy, charging with physical evidence, and then the murder. I was hoping that they were gonna say, oh yeah, when we brought in Barry, yeah, he spilled it all and told us everything. But of course, he got a lawyer, so he's gonna plead not guilty. He's gonna deny it, and I really do feel bad for his kids because I wonder if they are still sticking beside him after this. I mean, they might be. I mean, they might still believe in him. Who knows? I'll just keep this up while I chat with you guys for a minute in case if people are coming in. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I'd like to see what they're thinking about this all. It's really hard. It's your dad. You want to believe him, but then all the other, there's so many things that point towards his guilt probably to them too. I'm sure they've noticed a difference in him. That's their dad. They've known him forever. There's no way he could act totally normal doing what he did. There has to be something that they see in him, nervousness, just acting different, something he says. They've had to see something, you would think, but maybe they're in that denial stage where it's like, no, they don't want to believe it. That's their dad. They don't want to believe it. But after this, I don't know.
I do. I really feel bad for them. So not only did they lose their mom, it freaking lost their dad, basically. Both parents. It's crazy. Wait, what does that say? They still haven't spoken to Suzanne's family. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I know the kid, like their daughters were behind their dad, but like maybe, do you think after this, Jill, do you want to come up and chat? This is your case, girl. You've been into this case. You know every freaking detail of this case. Do you want to come up and share anything? I covered it when it first happened. I probably might have like 3 videos maybe on it. I always followed it, but it wasn't one that I did a ton of videos on, but I always had my, I was always listening to see what was going on. And Jill, I watch all your videos. I don't know if you want to. You know a lot. I don't know if you want to share anything. Hey, Robin Sims girl. Yes, Robin, I did. Yes. I'm going to email you back. We should talk, definitely. Because there's a few things I was a little confused on some of those pictures. So I need to email you back so I could see what's going on. Wait, what? Let's see. Presumption of innocence is key. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Jill, come up. Come up, girl. Jill's got her own channel. I know you haven't been. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, let's see. What do you got here? Attempt to influence. Yeah, I should look it up. Okay. Is this the charge that he's charged with? Let me see. Statute 1883. Okay, yeah, thanks. Libra, hold on. Let's share this. She kind of brought up what that charge is, like the details of it. Let's share it. That charge is public servant attempt to influence. I'm gonna email myself and we'll go over that. That's a good idea. Sometimes I don't think like when I'm on live, I don't think as well as when, like, if I'm not, like, as far as like, hey, let's look that up and see what it means. But normally I do. My mind's always like, okay, what's this? What's that? Like, if I don't know a word, I got to look up the definition. If I don't know how to say a word, I got to do the pronunciation so I know how to say it. But then on lives, you can't really do that much. But yeah, thank you, Libra. Let's go over that, and we'll wait to see if Jill does want to come up. You don't have to, Joe. I understand, but we should do a video soon. All right, let me bring that up that Libra sent me. So the charge public servant attempt to influence. Let's see what that's all about. It was statute 188306. Okay, so let's see here. Let me bring that up. I got the best mods, huh? All right. All right, so here it is. It's nothing real long or anything. So let me share. So we have. So this is that charge, and it's any person who attempts to influence any public servant by means of deceit or by threat of violence or economic reprisal against any person or property, with the intent thereby to alter or affect the public servant's decision, vote, opinion, or action concerning any matter which is to be considered or performed by him or the agency or body of which he is a member, commits a class 4 felony. Okay, so I'll keep that up. Oh, wait, hold on, I have the wrong one. Hold on, let me try to make that bigger and keep that up if you guys want to read that, and then I'll click on this and see what it says. But so I can't wait to get the arrest affidavit to see. Oh, okay, Jill, hold on one second. Let me just click on it. So what is this? It's the universal citation, which is sometimes. Oh, okay, this is just. Oh, Rita Labor, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to send Jill the link. And then while you're getting that all set up, Jill, I'm going to read one of these articles with some of the details. You know, what the heck? Let's just see what some of the news people. And thanks, Rita LaBoy. Bear law enforcement outsmarted you. Yeah, they arrested you on your way to work. Nice. Okay, so let's let me get I always like looking at like the local news if I'm doing like art, like sources. I don't know, I always like to find the most local one there. That's just how I am. Okay, this one is pretty local. This, oh no, that's all right. Hold on one second. Wow, like there's so many news people that's already got it. Okay, so let me read this one because this looks like this one's a good one. All right, hold on. Let me share and then I'll send you that link. Let me get this link real quick. Jill, but wait, do I have your email? All right, hold on. Let me get my email for her real quick. Maybe it's, yeah, there you are. Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm going to send this, and then if you're backstage and I don't get you, it's because I'm in the middle of reading this article, and then I'll get you. But by the time I get done with it, you probably will still be, you know, it'll probably be perfect timing anyway. Okay, so let me read this one. This one seems kind of interesting. And we'll get Jill up here. This is her case. She's been, if you guys haven't checked out her channel, she's been covering it. I don't know if have you done one recently though, Jill? I know you were really covering it, and then I haven't got any new notifications. All right. Okay, so this one, let's just read this while we're waiting for good old deal. So Chaffee County, Colorado, the husband of Suzanne Morphew, a Chaffee County mother who was reported missing on Mother's Day weekend of last year, has been arrested. Barry Morphew's charges include first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. My first reaction is relief, said Melinda Mormon, Suzanne's sister, and grateful. I'm just so grateful, Mormon said. She is thankful for law enforcement's tireless work throughout this investigation, noting that the Chaffee County Sheriff John Spezzi called her this morning to tell her about the arrest. One of Morphew's employees told Fox 21 they watched as he was taken into custody Wednesday morning at one of his job sites in Chaffee County. Wow. Humiliated in front of everybody. That's what you deserve. I know that's bad because I know he's innocent until... I'm sorry. I just... Okay, so Morphew works in construction. Today, justice is beginning for my sister, Mormon said, as her voice broke. It's been a journey that no one ever imagines that they'll take. Through tears, Mormon said she still loves her brother-in-law, though he's done a terrible thing. Man. Honey, I love you and I want you back so bad, Barry said last year in a video posted online. Although he declined in-person interview requests, Barry Morphew did speak with Fox 21's Lauren Scharf on the phone several months into the search for his wife. Yeah, he spoke. I remember that phone call. During that call, he theorized over what may have happened to Suzanne, mentioning the possibility of an animal attack, an accident with someone on the road, or a run-in with another person. A store manager at the Poncha Market recalled that she described as a weird encounter with Morphew just a few days after Suzanne was reported missing. Somebody knocked on the window and it was Barry Morphew, Tiffany Butala said at the time. She said Morphew created a sort of missing poster regarding Suzanne on the back of a receipt. We all remember this freaking baby blue bike, helmet, biking clothing. Instead of like, what does she look like? You know, like 5'6", brown hair, blue eyes, or whatever. Like, oh, baby blue bike, helmet, box. Like, what? He went to write down a description of maybe what she was wearing, Butella said. I just thought it was weird because he didn't explain the color of her eyes or her hair or anything about her, like how tall she was or anything. I swear I didn't read this ahead of time. I'm always just commenting before I read. But yep, we're on the same thinking page here. I agree. It's weird. Like, why would you? Okay, updates. Okay, so the Chaffee County Sheriff's Office have been few and far between throughout the process of this investigation. Okay, so it says, I want the world to know that my sister was the darling of our family, Mormon told Fox 21. She was the rose among thorns. That's what I used to call her. Aww. Oh, that's the press conference. That's the one. She's the one that's been covering that, or she was. I don't know if she continued or not. Okay, so Jill's still not there. So let's see if there's another. This one is the same. What other one? Wait, is that the same one? I guess it's a different one. Let's see if anything else has anything. This one is from KOAA. FBI pleaded back on. Yeah, we should watch that. Let's see. Barry Morphew, the husband of missing Colorado Suzanne Morphew. Yeah, he's been arrested. First degree murder, almost a year. See if there's anything new of like any family saying anything. So Barry was arrested on charges of first degree murder after deliberation, tampering with physical evidence, and attempt to influence a public servant, according to the documents. So she's 40. She was 49. Has been missing since May 10th, Mother's Day. And we know the neighbor called 911 to report that she had gone for a bike ride and never returned that day. And then remember, they discovered an item on May 14th that could possibly belong to Suzanne while searching the area west of County Road 225. And then that video that Jill just said that we posted, that video where the plea for it was just Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back, Barry said as he held back tears in the video. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. He continued saying, I'll do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. Barry and family friends said they were offering $200,000 for her safe return. Trevor Noel, Suzanne's nephew, who also lives in Colorado, encouraged anybody who wanted to help to share Suzanne's story and picture. The Find Suzanne Morphew Facebook page and the GoFundMe page, the tip line. Where's this? Yeah, and then remember on May 17th, the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office dive rescue team searched water sites in the area where Suzanne went missing. Authorities also put a call out to the residents in the area asking them to preserve any video footage from doorbell video cameras, security cameras, or game cameras between May 8th and 12th. So this is just kind of going over like the summary of how everything went down at first. So on May 19th, Susan Medina, spokeswoman with the CBI, told Denver 7 that they could not confirm that Morphew's house was being searched, but said it had been held as a part of an active investigation. The search warrant has been sealed by the court. On May 22nd, that CBI confirmed that authorities were searching an area east of Salida. Remember when they searched that, said the area is residential property and that the property owner is fully cooperative and is not connected to Suzanne's disappearance. A white tent was spotted on the property, but the reason for it remains unknown. Okay, so this is just like going over everything. Yeah, they had completed its 3-day search of the property. And they supposedly didn't find much. So And then remember when his Suzanne's brother announced he was going to initiate his own independent volunteer run search. Okay. You said my sister was murdered and she was hidden within a 3.5 hour window. So that I can draw a circle on that and tell you she's within that circle. And that's what I know happened. That's her brother saying that. He just said he wanted to find his sister. I'm literally just here to search. I need to find her, need to bring her home, give her a proper burial and closure for my family, he said. And that's my point. I'm not about finding somebody guilty or trying to inflict punishment on anyone. That's not my job. That's the law enforcement's job. Mormon said he doesn't believe she ever got on a bike the day she went missing. He said the bike was found without damage at the bottom of the hill and there wasn't any indication of a struggle. He added the dogs didn't pick up her scent there. You couldn't have ridden off that cliff without being severely hurt, he said. There certainly would have been evidence of injury at the bottom of that hill, and there was none. So I believe the bike was picked up and thrown over the hill by human hands, he said. He's ruled out wildlife since Morphew's body wouldn't have been moved too far from the area. There would have been physical evidence, and the dogs would have picked up another animal's scent. Prior to the start of the search, he said he's prepared for it to end without success, but he wants closure, he said. That's all I'm asking for. And we got Jill back. Okay, so let's get Jill up here, and then maybe in a little bit we'll play that video. That Jill, you said you replayed it on yours. You could play it on yours. Hold on, let me do this. Remove this. Hold on. There you are. Okay. Jill, what's up? How are you?
Good. Today is such a beautiful day, is it not?
Yeah, you probably.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, loving Coco. You're too sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I thought about you once I heard that. I'm like, oh my God, Jill's probably freaking out, like happy.
I literally started crying and had to sit down. I got weak. I was just overcome with emotion. I was so happy, but yet, you feel so terrible for that woman. But I'm so glad that she's finally going to get some justice, or her best chance at it, we hope. But who knows?
So leading up to today, because I haven't really been following it like real close, like was there any new things or was it just kind of like silent for a while, wasn't it?
It went silent. Well, see, he sold his home not long back. Their communal marital home, family home. And once he finally sold that, it went quiet. And that's why I didn't put anything out. I don't want to keep, repeating the same things. But I just had a feeling something was going to happen. I was shocked today. Holy cow. No, nothing happened. It just got quiet again. And, to where you wonder, is it going to go cold now? But it's not going to.
Wow. Oh, Christina, you got early Mother's Day present. My Zeking the Truth Coffee.
No, I didn't. I didn't put his FBI plea video up today. That's why I have this flannel on. You'll have to go look at it in my prison stripe hat. You have to go check this little, I think it's only like 30 some seconds long. It's pretty, yeah. Funny.
Wait, so your what is 30 seconds long? Say that again.
The video I put out today. I said that's why I have the prison stripes on in this flannel shirt. The one like Barry had on in the tip line thing. I redid his tip line thing today. Kind of spoofed it back at him.
Oh, really? I have to watch it. Oh,
yeah.
Shoot. That's awesome. Like, I was going to play just the original one just to now that he's caught, just to kind of look at it. But
right.
I had it. Maybe let me find mine. And then, man, you're making me want to watch it. You guys go watch her.
That's
her channel. It's the same as her name up here, Jill the Private Investigator.
Well, is it spelled right on there? I don't know if it is. I have to look at the chat on my phone. I can't see it on my laptop.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, it's spelled just like my name is on there.
Let me do a link or something here.
I don't know.
Let me find a link. So Oh, wrong one. What the heck am I doing? Oh, that was weird. All right, hold on. I'm trying to get your channel so I can put a link up.
You know, I got to thinking about when they announced the charges and said that trying to influence a public official and, you know, it could be lying and deceit. It makes me wonder, is it not something like we're thinking? Is it something as simple as they could have gotten him because he completed fire school after she went missing and got hired on after she went missing? So, you know, a part of his interview process has to have been, Barry, we're taking a big chance on you. This is pretty high profile. I have to ask you, did you do anything to your wife before I hire you? And you know, he's lied and said, no, no, no. Well, now that they have murder charges, can't they easily get in with something as easy as that? Because that is lying and deceiving a public official, and it is financially gained. So it makes you wonder if it's not something as simple as that. They could have locked him in on a hard charge just to have more, you know, to play with.
Huh. But then it's like, I feel like a lot of people, that would happen with a lot of, oh, because it was for a job, I guess. Okay, I see. I don't know. I
And
mean,
since you know, he's being hired on and becoming an employee, he's no longer just, you know, a civilian employee. Is he? Wouldn't he be like a state or city, county employee at that point? Or something be attached to them along some lines.
see, I didn't even know that would even happen. So that's why. So you're saying he got a new job or something? Is that what you said? I'm confused.
Well, you see, he got hired on with the Chaffee County Fire Department after Suzanne went missing. He completed his training after she went missing. So, you know, with it being high profile, they've had to have at least asked, you know. We have to ask, Barry, we're taking a big chance right now hiring you. Did you have anything to do with this? And of course, you know, he said no. So I wonder, and he signed documents, I'm sure. So it makes me wonder, could they get him that way with something like that? Or did someone really, maybe in the fire department, since they're considered probably a servant, him possibly talk to them and you know, they found something, saw something, and he asked them, look, man, don't say anything about that. It's just going to look bad on me. You know, I didn't do this, and I can hook you up with a job, whatever it may have been. And this person may have gone to FBI or the sheriff and told them, and they probably said, do you mind if we record that next conversation?
I'm going to read what that says again. Let me see. So any person, let me just see now. Now what you said, and just see if it would make any sense. Let me see here. Wrong one. Okay. So any person who attempts to influence any public servant by means of deceit or by threat of violence or economic reprisal against any person or property with the intent thereby to alter or affect public servant's decision, vote, opinion, or action concerning any matter to be considered or performed. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could fit, but it's like, you really think they would put that charge on?
They put more on to play with too. You know, they do.
That's true. That's true. Huh.
So it could be just those tag on charges to, well, if we can't get him there, he signed the papers here, we can stick the screws to him here, you know?
Wait, what
I
do
don't
you
know. It's hard to say what they've got. They've been so quiet and you hear so many different things that it's truly hard to say what they've got. They've been working a year.
Yeah, I know. I think they probably do have a lot, I would guess.
Tampering with evidence, and I've wondered about that one. Is that where possibly he used Suzanne's phone and talked to the friend, or, you know, what happened there? I'm wondering, what did he tamper with? Or did they find something on that second round in the house, that second trip back, because they went back for a reason? Did they find something there, you know, showed that she died? Because did you see the way they looked at each other when it came to the death part of it? about do they know possibly how she could have died?
Because
And
I think
he
they
instantly,
I think they have a really good idea, but they can't. They don't
right,
want to say
right,
it. Yeah.
right, because they said they publicly, weren't going to say. So I think they know a lot.
I do too. I do too. I think they know a lot. Like I really do. I think that they have a probably decent case on him for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just really do.
I'm hoping, but then there's this one little piece of me that's saying, I hope to God that this DA isn't trying to make a name for herself and being a female on this case. And, she seems to be an assertive woman that goes after what she wants to. And I hope she didn't jump the gun on anything to where, there's not enough now, but there could have been in 6 months to another year and ruin it. I'm just really hoping. I hope she's as good as she is confident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
she seems like she's ready to go after it, and I love it.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I think it's gonna be good.
What would aggravate him more? Because of the type of person and personality he is, to have an assertive woman.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
That's true. Oh my God. Here's like a more in-depth, though. I want to read it real quick. This is that charge. Libra sent me this a little bit more in depth of that public servant. So let's try to keep in mind what you said and then to see if, so it says, if you've been charged with a crime, of the Colorado crime of attempt to influence a public servant, you will need to know at least 3 things about the charge. First, what are the elements of the crime or crimes? That means what is required to prove this crime or these crimes in a Colorado court of criminal law beyond a reasonable doubt. While this can be extracted from the law, the Colorado jury instruction on the law, if available, is also a great source. Okay, so here we go. The elements of the offense are attempt to influence a public servant by means of deceit or by threat of violence or economic reprisal, and with the intent to alter or affect the public servant's decision or action. Second, you need to know what level the crime is. Is it a felony or a misdemeanor? Or is it petty offense or a municipal code violation? This tells you the possible penalties or punishment for the crime under the law. So third, you need access to be able to read the entire law, the statute itself, to study exactly how it's drafted. Okay, so any person who attempts to influence any public servant by means of deceit or by threat of the I think this is what I just, well, let me just read.
Yeah.
By threat of violence or economic reprisal against any person or property with the intent thereby to alter or affect the public servant's decision, vote, opinion, or action concerning any matter which is to be considered or performed by him or the agency or body of which he is a member, commits a class 4 felony. So an example of this crime is where a person stopped for a traffic crime gives a false name to a police officer during a traffic stop with the intent to alter officer's official actions toward the defendant. He may be charged with this crime. Okay. Compare the crime of false reporting to authorities. The latter is not a specific instance of the crime of attempting to influence a public servant.
He's reported her missing knowing she was dead. Wonder if that was it.
False reporting punishes those who provide untruthful information to public officials. Yeah, regardless of an attempt to influence the public official. Wait, hold on. So that's false reporting. Those false reporting punishes those who untruthful information to attempt to influence the public. Okay, so one act in the state of Colorado, a single transaction can give rise to the violation of more than one criminal law. If that happens, that is conduct may establish the commission of more than one offense. Okay, so then you have the criminal impersonation. So that's something different. Assumption of a false or fictitious identity or capacity performed by any other act with intent to unlawfully gain or benefit. So we know it's not that. It's basically the example of the crime when a person. Let me just read this again. The latter is not. What? You may be charged with this crime.
Wait. What was that? Hang on. What was the end of that one under the Colorado crime of attempt to influence a public servant, the 188306, the last bit of that, or action concerning any matter which is to be considered or performed by him or by the agency or body of which he is a member, commits a class 4 felony. Huh. I wonder if it was because he was then a member of the fire department. I mean, it could be so many things. It's hard to say what route they took with it. I'm sure they took the foreshore route.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's pretty interesting. Yeah, it could be a million things now. You get to looking at it and thinking.
Yeah, I know it's very open to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we'll have to wait. Let me see what chat's saying about.
I haven't looked over.
Let's see. Oh, Mary, thanks for joining. Oh, you want me to zoom in on that? Or is that old? He tried to influence everyone with that video. Yeah, I'm gonna play that video in a minute. That just is only like
yeah,
a couple
that
seconds.
is ridiculous. Did you see the behavior panel's interpretation of him?
Mm-mm.
It was it was comical because they're like, you got to be kidding me. This guy's not arrested yet, or what? They broke it down, his body language, you know, the muscles he's using on his face. It's not a grief muscle or, you know, just an anger muscle. It's all of them going on. He's got everything. And they break it down, and I think they're 100% on point with it.
Hey, this is for you, Jill. Could you see that comment?
Oh yeah. But there isn't a whole lot that I know about it as far as the petition for guardianship that Barry filed with the court over Suzanne. Now, June 1st, I believe it was the day that they were in court, that he had Mallory to sign the paperwork. So that was how many days after the poor woman went missing, you know? Weeks at best. And he's sitting in a courthouse on the 1st with his daughter, having her sign over guardianship so he could turn around and automatically start selling her vehicle and properties and stuff. He made it so obvious, and where the foundation had not been current with the state and, you know, the tax, all that stuff was not caught up with that foundation for, if I'm not mistaken, a year better. I'm almost 100% sure it was a year better, but 2 months before she went missing, this was all reinstated. Barry's now on the board of directors, and it's at her home. Her home is the foundation. So then he's probably thinking, how hard would it be for me as a member to then sell the foundation? So he's made plans, and he's been making them for that to happen at least 2 months before she died. And it makes me wonder, and I hate to say it, but was he disappointed that she didn't die that second time and he did it? I mean, what happened there?
Somebody said that in the chat earlier too. Like, I bet he was disappointed.
Yeah, that's sick to think about, but what he's done is obviously sick.
No, Rachel, they haven't found the body yet, but he's been charged, but they don't have the body yet. But he's been charged with 3 charges: first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and then this attempt to influence a public servant or something charge. So we were trying to figure out what that meant. Oh, he's okay. His mugshot's up. Oh, thanks. What did you send it on?
Oh, is it? That's funny. I was going to say, Catherine Perez said, great, now we shall arrest.
Bella, if you send me something,
on body language alone. No, it's not body language alone. I think that their resumes are pretty impressive, and for them all to agree on the same things that we all that don't know what we're talking about have said, I think it just goes to show that I don't think everybody's wrong. about everything, you know, maybe a few things, but not everything.
Yeah. Hold on, you guys. We're gonna pull up that mugshot. So where is the hold on. Hold on. I have the picture, but I just want to bring the article. I mean, didn't they say they were going to release like an article or like the release of it though?
Yes, they were going to
That's what I'm
release news.
I have the pic, but I wanted to just do it all together. Hold on a second. Bella, like when you send it, it's probably easier just to send it to my my email, because then I have to send it. Well, it's not a big deal, but I'm trying to. I'll just show you the mugshot and then I'll try to find the information, I guess. Hold on a second, because they said they were going to release it. What the heck? What? Go ahead. What?
Someone asked a question. Someone mentioned earlier that Lauren Scharf said that they are digging. I didn't hear that.
That they are what?
That they're digging. Someone said
something. Digging, like literally digging.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. That's crazy. All right, I'll just share this pic real quick, but then I want to find the actual.
I gotta get closer. I don't have my glasses.
Huh?
I gotta get closer to the screen. I don't have my glasses. If you're gonna put this up.
Hold on. I'm getting it. I have it. I just emailed me because Bella sent it like a snapshot of it here. So it has my little picture at the bottom of it.
Right.
All right, hold on. I'm getting there. I just got it. Okay, add to stream. All right, here we go. So here, let me take this down. I'll zoom in.
Daggone, look at the stress on that dude. Oh, wow.
Look how much
wow.
He looks like he lost a lot of weight in his face from the other pictures, I feel like, in a way. And yeah, like he actually looks kind of different since the last time I seen him. Wow.
Because he doesn't look arrogant, he looks a little afraid. He looks a little afraid in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, he should be.
He should be very afraid.
Darn it. Mad Jack says, "Well, not slow now." I want to try to find, because didn't they say they were going to release some stuff? But I don't know what more they're going to release. We have the charges. Are they going to release anything that we don't know already? Remember they said that it'll be released soon. What were they referring to? Just the mugshot?
I think they said news was going to be released, and that's why they kind of quit answering questions, because they didn't want to spill all that.
Yeah. So okay. So let me try to find it then.
Wait, does he have the black eyes like Chris Watt?
No, he doesn't, because he has blue eyes naturally. And no, I mean, that doesn't make a difference. But no, I know he's got regular sized pupils, in my opinion. Like
there you go. There you
They
go.
look normal.
Daggone, that's a changed human in the eyes. He looks frightened, and I think it's hilarious, because I wonder how frightened his wife was. I wonder how frightened. I hope he feels the same fear to his core from here on out.
I do too. I mean, I wonder, how do you think, for some reason I have it stuck in my head that he shot her, because I remember when Jay for Justice went on with that friend, remember like right after, and supposedly they were going to arrest him, and it was like known that he shot her. So I have that theory in my head, if that's how he did it. But I don't know. Maybe I think it's because of, that's how I pictured it right off the beginning. Do you remember that live she did where the friend said, "Oh my God, Barry's about to be arrested. He shot her," and all the details of it? Do you remember? Did you watch that, Joe?
No.
But then it ended up being it was like not true. I don't know if the girl was lying or what, but then I just had that picture in my head that that's how he killed her. What would you guess? Is there any hints what you think, Jill?
I don't know. I think it took place in the house, and I think that he would probably try to keep from it being a bloody mess in the house. And she was a little person. She was only 5'4", about 130 pounds, 125 pounds. So he could have overtaken her pretty quick. And the thing that frightens me is these trips he's made out to Indiana and back to Colorado driving. his new truck, going all the way out there to buy one. These road trips are what frightened me because he hunted big game. Suzanne was small compared to some of the things he hunted. Keep that in mind. And he was used to cutting it up, throwing it in coolers, and hauling it from the hunt site home. And he knew how to cut it and, do that with it. So it's hard to say, planning it, what this man has done. She could be from here to Indiana, unfortunately.
That's true. So I did find an article. I think
Yeah.
it's with his mugshot. Let me just read this and see if there's anything new in it. It was released with his mugshot. But yeah, you're right. Oh, so you don't. So what about his brother saying that it was he did everything within 3 hours, so it has to be in a certain radius? I mean, how is he coming up with that for sure? Because couldn't it have been all the night before? Couldn't he have had more than that much time to get rid of her, or no?
He probably knew, and I would say law enforcement probably knew when he left his home by his phone activity and stuff. And I'm sure they were able to tell when he left. So they probably kind of let Andy in on a couple of things and said, look, we probably know she didn't leave the house alive. And he didn't leave until this time after she was seen. So they probably know she died that night and knew he didn't leave the home and knew he had to have put her within the area he had driven and had time to drive to.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Heck, now when I go over here to find it, it's bringing up something different. Okay, hold on, guys. How have you been feeling though, Jill?
Oh my gosh. I was just starting to try to feel a little bit better, girl. My brother got gravely ill, went into septic shock out of nowhere. So he was in ICU. And we're just now getting that straightened out. And I was just starting to feel a little bit better today. And I'm thinking, heck yeah, I'm going to get this other video I've been working on, get it edited and get it up. And I grabbed my phone and I looked and I saw this. And then it kind of redirected my whole day.
Oh, well, no, I guess it's good in a way, but I know it's sad because it makes it a little bit more like it's official that, yeah, she probably is.
Right. Official, and I feel sorry for her girls.
Yes, that's the first thing I thought of when it came. Like, what about his daughters? Because
yeah.
they were hoping that they would probably trust in him, but
yeah.
I mean, do you think they're still in denial, or what do you? I wonder what they're thinking right now.
Now you got to think the younger one was probably home more and probably saw more. And from what I understand and have heard rumors of, her girlfriends and best friends have confirmed that the marriage was over. She was leaving the marriage. So there was some things going on. And the youngest one was home more. So I would think she probably would have those gut feelings or see the things that the other one wouldn't. And she's the youngest in his custody, under his care, probably the one, and she seems more timid like Suzanne was. So she's probably been afraid if she did have that feeling to say anything. Who would she say it to? Is she going to tell the police on her dad?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
She's a kid, she's what, 16, 17 years old?
It's crazy, man. I can't now. I mean, who's going to be taking care of them? I wonder.
Yeah, well, I would say Mallory would probably take custody, or one of maybe their friend's parents of Macy, because she's almost, what do they call it? Emancipated, is it already? Because she's close to that age, and Mallory's already an adult. So I would say Mallory or maybe a friend's parents for the next 2 or 3 years.
Man. All right, let's see. This was just released a couple minutes ago. I can't bring up the ones I really want. It's not transferring over, but it says nearly. Let's just give it a. But this is the one that one of the mugshots. Let's see. Murder charges. Okay. Yeah, the charges, we already know that. They confirms that Barry Morphew remains in custody at the Chaffee County Detention Facility after he was arrested at his home near Poncha Springs on Wednesday morning. There's this, I can't get this stupid thing to go away right here. But there's his mugshot. The arrest affidavits remain sealed according to the 11th Judicial District Attorney Linda Stanley. And then here it says, no body has been found, but Sheriff's Office confirms arrest of Suzanne's husband, Barry Morphew. Officials say the arrest affidavit is sealed, so they're not going to discuss it. Here's that. Today is a good day for Suzanne. As far as I'm concerned, this day is all about Suzanne and her family and those who loved and cared for her, said Stanley. Our belief is that Suzanne is not alive at this time, said Chaffee County Sheriff. He also said that they don't expect to make any more arrests at this time. Okay, so let's see, very active. 3 days, sir. Yeah, well, this is just let's watch. Is this gonna play the erase the video, please? Let's play the video. Hold on. I'm sure there's a link to it, right?
The thing that the behavior panel brought up, they were like, who is he even talking to? He hasn't even made true decisions on what he's going to say. He used just about every pronoun there is. It goes to addressing Suzanne, to addressing God only knows who, then to talking to Suzanne, and it's a he, she, we, they. It's crazy how many times he said it. They counted it, and it was off the charts.
Man, I'm gonna bring it up from the video I released with it on there, because I don't know why it's everything I click on I have to watch ads on these channels. So I'm just gonna bring mine up and we'll watch it again.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, where is it? Hold on, Suzanne. Here we go. Oh wow, never mind. I have 17 videos on Suzanne Morphew. I didn't know I did that many.
That's funny.
Oh my god. I guess I did follow this case more than I thought. Okay, so let me bring this up. 1 second. Well, and you could give us your thoughts on it. Hold on, let me
find. I'm sitting in the floor. I just propped my my computer up on a chair. Hang on, let me try and grab my charger for my phone. Okay.
Why is that cutting off? All right, hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me share my screen. I keep having to reshare it because I don't always want to share the audio because, okay, so there's that. I think it
out there. I can hear this that has you. Please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
All right. I wonder if
Remember, he started it out. Oh, Suzanne. He's such a goofball.
yeah. He is. Oh my god. Here, let me see if I can. I feel like mine cut out for some reason. So what else do you have to say about this? I remember you were talking about his girlfriend on one of your last videos. Whatever came of that?
Well, I haven't heard a whole lot on that after, but I did, except for I did hear some, but they had been seen together, and it was a rumor that he bought her flowers and stuff, and then there was also a rumor of another woman here near the end, and then the arrest came because I was kind of digging into that, and yeah, then he got arrested. So it's hard to say what they know about it and how many others there are, how many other women, you know.
So, I mean, that one you were talking about, though, that's, you don't know.
Well, you
Yeah.
know that they are not telling the truth. And she's what? Just happens to be friends and knows him and his buddy George and works and cleans the house and stuff. Yeah, I mean, come on. That's not by chance, you know? Why didn't she do that when Suzanne was there? Why didn't she work for them then? Or did even Suzanne know who she was? I bet she didn't. And I have a feeling this started a while back, and maybe Suzanne did know it. Maybe why she was done with the marriage. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. So the marriage was over. So do you think that's why this all happened then? Because
I think Barry knew he had been with her for many, many years. They had 2 children together, and she had a good chunk of money too. It wasn't all Barry's earnings that they lived on, you know? So I think that there could have been an agreement possibly for a divorce. He could have even evilly said, yes, I'll go along with it. And she may have not thought to take him off the board of directors. That's the children's father. Macy's still underage. And there maybe he's saying, I'm going to follow and go, yeah, I'm going along with this. I'll sign the papers. And leading her into a trap the whole time. He led her into some trap, obviously. If he was plotting against her for that long, there was a trap. So I would hate to think what is going to come out on this. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty frightening.
I know. It's, we'll see, I guess. Wonder how long they'll keep it sealed. All the stuff that they found. Okay, so I found the Sun. I found one instead because mine was cutting out for some reason. But let me just play this.
Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
Notice that trailing off speech? That's part of
inconsistent.
What she just said.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so yeah, man, I wish we could read all the evidence and what's going on, but I guess we're gonna have to wait. So anybody else have anything to add as he shakes his head? No, I know that was one of the big things people, noticed how, because he was constantly like shaking his head no, which could be a sign. It's just so hard to tell sometimes though with stuff like that, because
the thing about it is you have to add them together, and when they become a cluster is when you really become concerned. And he has clusters. I mean, this guy he's showing red flags in many different directions. His body language, his speech, even the muscles he's using in his face, every shape and form of him is screaming deception. And I haven't even come up with a clear plea. Your wife's missing and you can't come up with anything better than this bumbling crap. Please look for my wife. She has blonde hair. She's 5'4", 125 pounds. I think she was riding a bike. She might have blue bike clothes on then. Something to that effect. And call this number, not this crazy rambling, oh, Suzanne. And then he goes into this crazy talk like he's talking to, I don't know who, kidnapper, terrorist, I'm not sure. And then he goes to talking to her again and reminding her that her kids need her. Like that fact has ever left her mind.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, you're right. You are totally right.
He's gross. He's really gross, man. I think that's why it bothered me so bad with this case, because she was such a sweet, it seemed like soft-spoken woman. And it makes me so angry to think that she obviously trusted him. And he took advantage of that instead of trying being Big Bad Barry and having, the nerve to go to her face and say, look, this is what I want, or whatever it may be in the divorce, or I want a divorce, whatever it was,
Yeah. Yeah. You are right. I'm gonna play this one more time because some people.
Oh, Suzanne, if anyone is out there that can hear this, that has you, please, we'll do whatever it takes to bring you back. We love you. We miss you. Your girls need you. No questions asked. However much they want, I will do whatever it takes to get you back. Honey, I love you. I want you back so bad.
I don't know, man. Yeah, he.
That's what you put out when your wife's missing? What did he say about her? What are we supposed to be looking for again? The fact that he loves her and she needs her kids, and he thinks that God only knows who's out there, and just like him looking in the dumpster. Holy crap. For a bike helmet. I thought a mountain lion got her. You think the mountain lion disposed?
Yeah, put it in the toaster. Oh my God. Oh wow.
It just amazes me at what we were supposed to assume with his bullcrap stories, Yeah, the Oh Suzanne, that was laughable almost, I didn't know if he was going to break out into, oh, Susanna. I was like,
Yeah.
what's happening here?
Oh my God. I know, yeah. And that's the only thing he had that one phone interview real quick, but that's basically about all that we've seen of him, huh?
All that we've heard of him. And remember, at first, he wouldn't let his voice out. He would only do interviews off camera, off audio, everything. Well, then he started getting a little more complacent and brave. And then he began letting her use little bits of the, I guess, audio conversation that they had, but not video still. I think he knew that he, lack of a better term, screwed the pooch with this FBI video here and knew he'd better shut his mouth and not do that again.
Yeah, probably, huh?
Yeah.
Man. What other? I'm trying to think what some of the other things that you brought up in some of your videos that were really interesting about the case. Did you ever end up talking to that? Was it like a minister or like somebody within the church? Did you ever end up having them on or no?
Well, see, the thing is that there was a rumor that because she's older, that she suffered from dementia. And how was I going to verify whether this woman was ill, healthy? From what I understood, she was older, but she wasn't, completely out of it. But how am I supposed to prove otherwise, or even prove that she was suffering from dementia? So I had to back off at that point. I couldn't do anything else but just put out there what I had been told and had been sent. So I couldn't do anything else with it at that point, or I felt like I couldn't without being honest.
Yeah. I mean, but do you believe it was legit then, right? I mean, you believe that was
I believe with his actions, absolutely. And now knowing the public servant thing and wondering if I can see his ego letting him believe that he could get away with that. So I can see him having the ego to do that as well. So I do believe it.
I know. I really think he thought he was going to get away with it. I would love to have seen his face when they freaking arrested him,
Yeah.
Like, hi, you're not as good as you think, buddy. You're not gonna get away with it.
I wish there would have been some kind of photograph. Somebody had been standing there. Wonder if the co-worker happened to get a snapshot of it on his phone. as it went
Who?
down.
Oh, the worker, one of the
Yeah,
workers.
right.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?"
I bet you there is something out there. You're
Yeah,
right. I would have done it probably. I would,
I would have. I would have pulled that thing out and went looking for my ring light, the
Yeah.
whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
Wonder if
Yeah,
they're gonna try to sell it to like the news or something. I could see people trying to like sell and people would buy it though. There'd be news channels buying that if they have like a video or even a picture. Like,
absolutely.
heck yeah, that's huge right now because this is people have been following this case pretty big for this past year. And
Right.
man,
Yes. Gosh, the sun is moving.
Are you froze or are you just standing really still? Oh, I think she's froze or she should be
In my window and changing t-shirt on, and it was cold today. So with the theme of my video, because he had a black t-shirt on in his, so I went black t-shirt, and then I thought, oh, how perfect, this jailbird looking hat. So I threw it on, and then it was cold outside making the video, so I just went ahead and threw a very special flannel type shirt on.
I'm putting your link out again. You guys go check it out. She's got a lot of videos on this case. So you need to start putting out more, Joe. You got a lot of people interested. You're doing good, but I know sometimes you just don't feel you gotta feel ready to do it, huh?
I know. And then, if something happens, I'm just like, oh gosh. And I don't want to tell people I'll start putting them out, on every other Thursday because I don't know if I'm going to feel good every other Thursday. And I also, listen, Tiff, I don't want to lie to anybody. So I can't make anything up. And if you don't know anything, what are you going to say other than, rehash the few things we know?
That's true.
So, but I have thought, I was looking at another case and they had done something in this case that made me go, huh, could it be? I wonder. I get on the internet, I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God. So I wonder if he also didn't possibly dispose of some things around the house, but further from the house than what they originally thought. And I'm getting ready to put out a video on that.
Okay, I'll be waiting. I want to watch your new one. Plus, I'll be looking for it.
Yeah, it's short, and I was just, oh gosh, I thought I was so happy he got arrested, but so sad for her family, and knowing that the realization has now been sealed that their loved one's no longer there. That is awful and disgusting, but it made me hurry up and grab my camera because I thought about that plea, that little 30, 45-second little FBI plea thing, whatever that was there. I'm not sure what it was, but I had to shoot it right back at him because I catch a lot of grief from a few people that support him. So I catch a lot of grief from it.
You're going to have that with any case because there's always going to be people that are supporting the people that you're kind of suspicious of and you're talking about.
Yep.
So yeah, I know though it's hard though because you remember those ones and then that's the ones that have the most power for some reason. Sometimes it's like what, a couple people instead of like a ton of people that are interested and agree and think the same as me. Yet I'm worried about these few people that are different than me. Like just go with the people that appreciate what you have to say, I guess. But it's harder to take the advice yourself. I get it. I mean, I struggle with that too, believe me. But
I think a few of them are people that are close or in his camp.
Yeah, probably. That's what I felt like that Christian Andriacchio. I felt like there was a lot of people that were like in that friend circle of them, and that's what kind of freaked me out. So I actually stopped covering it because of it, because I just know that those people are suing people for talking about it. So I'm like, I'm not even about to, it's not that worth it to be sued and like have to put up with all this if, so I backed off of that. But with this, I mean, is people like threatening you, like something like that, like threatening, like What are they saying
No.
when they're just saying they think he's innocent, or what are they saying to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that, just, yeah. And just accuse me of, just making stuff up and just lying like I'm some kind of crazy woman sitting
Okay.
here in my home and just, reading coffee grounds and making assumptions on this cat and saying it's the truth, I mean, come on. Why would I waste my time?
Yeah, I mean, oh shoot. Oh, is that lower? Why does my arm keep hitting that? Okay. Yeah, I know. I feel like everything you put out, I mean, you make sure that when you put it out that I feel like you have a good check system. Like, yeah, I don't think you would put out anything that you weren't pretty sure of, so
No. Yeah, I wouldn't embarrass myself that way and put my own integrity on the line that way. Exactly, he does. Oh my God. That's funny.
Yeah. Wait, is it Jill? I missed Jill. Oh, there you go. There you got a fan there or a viewer.
Oh, hi. Thank you. That makes me wonder because my husband has always said, Jill, I think that man's on meth himself. And I've always gone, nah, I don't think so. I don't think he can hold it together as well as he does. But I'm thinking he's got a pretty cushy lifestyle to fall back on right now. So it may not be showing up on him, maybe. And now that she wrote that and looking at his eyes, possibly, maybe it's not fear. Maybe it's meth. Who knows?
I don't know. It does look like he died from that picture, from that video, he looked more gray. Now he looks more like yellow, like he must have dyed his hair recently. Even I can't tell. It has like a yellow tint to it. Like
Yeah,
in
it
the
does.
more than that video looked more gray, I feel like, but I don't know. Who knows? It could just be the lighting. But
And I do not believe that his mustache and that little piece under there are the same color. And it just so happens that stripe at the bottom is the only piece that's true gray. I'm calling you know what on that too.
wait, what do you mean? So what do you think? I'm
I'm
confused.
saying that this man did not evenly go gray on this one strip on his chin, but stayed brown right here and exactly right here, the same exact color that matches each other. And then one gray stripe. And I'm supposed to believe that in the blonde hair.
So what?
On.
I don't know. I don't know how, like, if a beard, if maybe one part goes. So what you're saying, like, maybe he dyed the top half? Or
Yes,
what do you,
look at
okay.
how evenly the brown starts at the same exact spot on the sides where it meets the gray. It's not up a little on the left or like nature does. There's no right angles in nature. That's going to be true on a human too, I'm sure. Unless you're an anomaly, I think. I don't know, but I'm calling bullcrap on that. What do you guys think in chat? Are you guys believing this completely even, every hair the same color, just from here up, and then the gray strip?
I mean, but why would he do, like, if he died? I mean,
He
maybe,
has
I
to have
don't
some
know.
gray. People know he's in his 50s or 50. So, and he's probably a lot grayer, like the chin area more so on top. We saw the other video where he's grayer. So I think he's probably tried to color this the same color on top. And your mustache takes harder to those colors.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think he definitely did dye it, if that's what you're saying. I thought
Yeah,
you
I'm
meant like
saying
he
he dyed it
purposely.
right here and quit.
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly.
Oh, okay. So you don't think maybe he tried to dye it and it was so light down there that, yeah, I mean,
No.
maybe, but it definitely looks like he is, well, like
He's
even his
trying to be cool with
eyebrows
that,
and
and he
stuff
looks
looks dyed.
stupid.
Yeah. Oh, guys. Yeah, dye.
I
Yeah.
think the carpet is a drab gray. I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do think he dyes all, like, even his eyebrows, like, dyes all that. But I feel like the bottom might be just more grayer, and when he tried to maybe dyed it, it just didn't turn out as dark. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I agree. He definitely, you could tell he dyed it from even that video.
He only uses or only has a runner, not a full carpet. His chin.
Oh my god.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
He's pure evil, yeah. Well, I don't know. Jill, do you have anything else to add? I might actually call it
Yeah.
this live, but I'm probably going to come back on and do the Ellen. Not right now. I'm going to go eat some dinner real quick and then come
That's
back.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some dinner and run up to the hospital and see my brother. I appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Yes. Everybody go check out Jill. I'll put her channel one more time in the thing.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
video, I thought it was kind of funny. Go check that out.
Definitely. I'm going to go check it out. I'll watch it while I'm eating.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye, Jill.
Bye. Bye, guys.
All right, guys. So yeah, I'll probably hop on here in like an hour or so. I just want to go eat some dinner and really nothing more to add on this so far. I guess we just wait and see what happens. But like I said, I'm going to come back and just maybe talk about Ellen and read that investigation report, and then I guess maybe even talk about anything really. So thanks for coming, everybody. It's been a good day. Oh, thanks, Robin. I'll email you. It failed out. What do you mean, Breezy? I know. Somebody said tomorrow was the hearing, or do you think it's going to be in video? Are we going to be able to watch it? I hope. All right, bye, guys. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple hour or so. Come back and talk. Okay, bye.